Yo, can you hear me well?
Yo, yeah, I can hear you. Um,
Oh,
I don't have the Medify page up anymore, so can you send me your OPGG?
yeah, sure. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you already put the file for the game we're gonna watch in the thing.
Yeah.
Let me go grab it. All right, so what's going on here? Talk to
Okay,
me.
so basically, it's that I play Diana. I'm an OTP and I'm facing a Vladimir. The thing is, I've reviewed this game myself, so I do have lots of input and questions that I have for you.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, so basically, I don't think I played it the early well, and then I don't get ahead of him. I'm never at a bad spot in the game, but it gets to late game and they just outscale us. And the thing is, my team was very ahead at some point, but we didn't manage to win.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. We'll figure out what went wrong. So for everyone in chat, this is a gold. This is gold, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember.
gold.
You said you wanted to really look at laning.
Yeah.
In the thing. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so this is a good lane to look at, Diana versus Vlad, because there's clear win conditions for Diana. You actually just smash this lane. So how do you think you're supposed to play this lane? Like, what are your advantages? What are you supposed to be looking to do?
So here's the thing. Level 1, he let me push, and I don't think I should have.
Okay.
But I took the bait, and then I was very extended. His jungler came. I didn't die, but he chased me like a psycho, and from then on I was like behind in levels.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should treat Vladimir like a mage. And at level 6 I can kill him, of course, but probably possibly before.
Yeah, I can definitely kill him before. I would take Conqueror this game if I were you. I mean, they're so beefy, and you're gonna be going for extended fights all day versus Vlad. I mean,
Okay.
Electrocute works. Your rune choice isn't that important, but I personally would go Conqueror.
Yeah, the thing also with this game is that I like to win games a lot through being on a side.
Mm-hmm.
And in this game they have Vladimir. That late game I'm not gonna be able to deal with him that well. They have Jax and they have Wukong, so I kind of couldn't do that.
So yeah, Jax
And
is
then it,
definitely like one. You're a big threat to you.
yeah,
Now Vlad, on
yeah,
the other hand, if you play lane right, you can stay ahead of him and always deal with him unless you somehow throw and he gets ahead. Once he gets ahead of you, then
uh-huh,
things get tricky. But this it's in your hands. This kind of matchup,
yeah,
because the main reason you win so hard. I mean, Vladimir's laning is really shit, but you have so much wave clear that he couldn't just never like contest you.
mm,
So we'll see what you do, and we'll talk about it. So let's see what happens.
okay.
Um, okay, he's kind of just sitting there, and he took Predator. He took Predator. When you see this, so I
I
just played.
Can you share screen? Sorry.
Oh my god, I'm brain dead. No, don't say sorry. I'm fucking brain dead. So a few games ago, wait, no, it was the game I just played, that Swain game. I don't know if you were watching it. At the start, I saw the Talia have a tier, and I said, okay, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna kill her pre-6, and I killed her at level 2. Like, so it's because like when people, the summoners they take, the items they start, it's a big deal in the early game. So Vlad having Predator, literally not a rune until his first recall,
Yeah.
Ghost, Flash, so no ignite. Think about how little damage he has without a rune that will do damage and no summoner spell that will do damage. So it is
Uh-huh.
impossible. Like, it's just straight up impossible for him to kill you. Like, you have to like run under tower to die. So knowing this means you can really disrespect him in trades, like straight up. Do trades that you normally wouldn't even be able to go for, you could, because he just has no kill pressure at all. And
Okay.
I'll show you examples of that, but it's something you should always be paying attention to. Did he start? And he started Dark Seal. Okay, so this is fine. So you said you shouldn't have pushed. You shouldn't have pushed here. Um,
Because I think I kind of feel because blood scales well, so I kind of feel forced to like dominate him from level 1, but I think that maybe it should be better to let him push, and then I can chase him all the through all the lane. I
So
mean, if I'm
no,
yeah,
that's a fine thing to think. Here's the thing: your level 1 Q. I can already tell you like an issue just from the first two things you did. So in this matchup, you have to understand like your autos, your all in is how you deal with Vlad. Vlad isn't a champ that you want to just like poke. You want to all in him. So that means even from level 1, if he gives you like auto attack trades, you can go for it. Whereas like so, for example, so right here, if I was you, he just used Q right there. That's a mistake. He's not supposed to just
okay,
Q minions like that. So if I'm you, I will like walk at him, because a lot of players in this elo will think because range versus melee, they're supposed to just dominate you early.
yeah,
They will straight up just let you walk in and start auto attacking them. It's happened.
okay,
I've done it so many times. So like you need to try to do that. Next thing is here, where you walk up and you go to use Q here. Like this isn't worth your mana, and this is one of those times where like, notice if you're walking up for this and he goes to harass you, you can just cut him off and all in right there, straight up.
okay,
You win
yeah,
really hard.
okay,
So like you have to keep that in mind, because like he doesn't have mana and you have mana, so you have to be very careful with the mana you spend right now when he's going to be healing up a lot of it anyway. So like, see this is just going to get you. You shouldn't even be throwing Q, to be honest.
okay, okay.
Okay,
I
so
should, I should
go,
just walk up to him and trade autos.
yeah, you can just all in like straight up. But here, hopefully you leveled up E. He still has Moonlight on. I hope you go in. Good.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you'll see.
Okay, so already potion's not popped. Why isn't potion popped?
Hmm.
Why isn't the potion used?
I probably do right now, but yeah, it wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, this is like, and if you get ganked here, like you can see why having that potion running, like, having it already running is important. It can actually save you. Oh yeah, this is way late. Yeah. Because that's 15
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
Um.
I see. Now I get ganked.
Ooh. Okay. So this was fine. This was good. You could have even kept going until he literally has to go back into tower. Potion should already be popped. Now here, there is no reason for you to use your Q right now. Like you should just see this is just forcing. Like you're trying so hard to hit him there, but there's no CS for him to get. There's nothing for him to do.
Mm.
So like just auto attack that. Auto. Like don't use your Q when you know either he's gonna walk up and try to heal with his Q, but it's down, so he can't right now, or when he's going for CS. And then when you miss, you don't want to be forcing like this, because now he doesn't have to respect you at all, literally. Once he knows your E is totally down, he doesn't have to respect anything you do.
Even though I had like a big wave.
Well, no, it's not in that exact moment. It's like now, like look how long this cooldown is. It's like even now, for the next 16 seconds, he doesn't have to respect you. So like he can just walk up right now and try to get this.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Now here, this is something I learned on Diana. So you're a Diana 1 trick. So this is something that will be very valuable to you. So I want you to see something here. If we look at his vision. So on Diana, one thing I learned when I was Diana 1 trick going from like Diamond to Masters, the thing that really helped me was I noticed the Challenger Diana players, they would push the wave like this, but then they would walk. Hold on a sec. Let me get that big pen. Okay. They would walk.
Like, walk out of vision.
Yeah, they'd walk like past this line right here.
Okay.
Because there's nothing you can do. Like we've already established, you poking him with Q doesn't do much, but you can see what an all-in will do to him. So when you crash the wave, this is when you can go ward, but or sometimes you can literally just go sit here out of vision. It deters the enemy jungler from like ganking you because they don't see you there.
Right now I'm screaming gank me, and that's what he does.
Right. Yeah, and so we have another potion. You're at half HP. That's not enough. You need more. If you're under 70%, you should never be holding a potion. You should always use it.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. There's no value. You ward a bot and you're hugging it. That's good. But yeah, you're too low right now. So this is why like this is so. If you were full HP right here, you win. You 1v2 them.
Mhm. I'm also like 1 minion away from level 3.
Yeah,
But
that's
I don't realize that at the time.
okay. Well, that's another
I'm
problem.
not I'm not sure if it's 1 minion or 2. I was 1 minion away, but I wasn't sure at the moment.
Okay, so do you know how many minions on the third wave give you level 3?
It's 2, but I think I lost track.
Okay, so yeah, that's something that you. So it looks like you pay attention to level 2. You like leveled up and went right away. So now you need to focus on every single game. You know exactly when both of you are going to hit level 3. Who's going to hit it 1st and exactly when. Because right here, if your potion's popped and you see Wukong here, you Q, it hits this, you dash to it, or you can dash to Wukong and then press W. That's going to, or no, you're going to have to dash to that, kill it, level up to level 3, fight him in the wave, and you win. Straight up, you just win.
Yeah.
He doesn't have red buff.
Yeah.
So this is like a good example of like the very small things, the basic fundamental things of just popping a potion. And paying attention to your level ups. And like when you're about to level up, because like level 2, level 3, level 6, those are the ones you need to have down. Oh, and then you did this. Okay, so I'm curious. Was your screen in a spot where you could see the Wukong here?
Probably.
Like,
But, I just autopilot through the queue. I think I don't know. I was focused on. I know it's the wrong thing because I'm not gonna poke him down. He can sustain up. But I was focusing so much on like poking him when that's not what you want to do as Diana against the Vladimir.
right, yeah, you're looking for all ins. Your Q later on when you get more points, then you can start throwing it more. But for now, yeah, we don't have the right idea. And now here, your only way of surviving, which you can survive. Oh no, you end up living, but it would probably just be better to eat at him and go that way. But I mean, we'll see what you do here.
I mean,
Your potion's still not popped.
Oh yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah, and now yeah, like this, running this way, it's not worth.
It costs me so much because I'm bleeding right now. And now I want to crush the wave.
Yep.
But I can't, and this was such a bad situation.
Why can't you?
I tried and I couldn't. I guess I could have I was afraid of the Vladimir, and probably I shouldn't have been.
Right. So now we're going back to what I talked about. Like I said, that example would come up. Something would come up where I would. So this is what I'm talking about. If I was you, I would literally hit level 3, grab W, Q the wave. I would straight up ignore him because I know he cannot kill me. It is not possible without any rune, any summoner spell for damage. Like he cannot kill you, especially with your shield. So you have to know these things. Like that's why it's so important to pay attention right off the bat. Like what summoner spells, what runes they took, so you know how much how weak they are. I mean, he is so weak. So. Okay. You can even jump in and fight him, but you should definitely try to crash the wave. So yeah, you just gotta he can't do anything to you. Get in there, get in there.
I don't.
Oh no! And then as soon as you let the next wave get here, now it's getting worse and worse. Yeah. So, oh no! I mean, at least he broke the freeze, but you see here.
I'm not gonna recall there. Yeah.
You see how it was. You were actually in no danger whatsoever. He couldn't even bring you below this much HP.
Yeah.
So
I see it, but of course I didn't see it at the time.
Yeah, of course. So we've got a few different things already. You're going about the matchup wrong entirely. You're going for poke when you need to be looking for just pure all-ins. You're not popping your potion enough, or when you need to be. You're always below 70% potion.
Yeah. Okay.
The way you were positioned in the lane was good. That was good. And the way you leveled up level 2. Oh wait, okay, let's talk about this now. So you start your recall here. Now, okay, so where's the wave going right now?
It's gonna push towards me.
Right, slowly, right? Yeah. Tell me, how much wave clear does Vlad have?
Really not much.
Not much. So if you took that recall, do you think he could get this wave crash before you get back?
No.
No. So that was a perfect time because he messed up. He broke the freeze that he had. So
Okay.
he gave you a chance because think about it. If you recall, you take that recall and he doesn't push like fast enough, you come back with an item advantage. I mean, what do you have? You can get a dark seal, and that's good. And then you can come back and like potentially look for something depending on what like how he plays. But right here, there's no reason for this. You have no obligation
Yeah.
to be up here.
Yeah, and it was so painful to stay there because I'm
Mhm.
exposed.
So if you knew where the wave was going, why did you stay?
Uh, I guess I like to push my waves before I know it's not the right approach, but I guess I like to crash before I recall. It's the easy way, so to speak. But in this case, I couldn't, and that
Mhm.
left me at a bad spot.
Okay, so yeah, let's just like wipe that from our brain entirely. You know, the whole like have to crash a wave. It's not about crashing. It's just about getting a good recall, meaning it's not pushing to them. Right. That's all that matters.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that was a perfect time for it. That's none of that autopilot. That seems like a little bit of like autopilot or something. But so like even here.
Sadly, it was an autopilot. I would like to say it, but like,
Okay, well I mean at least
but
you
no.
know though.
Yeah.
You know the issue.
Yeah.
So here, even here, with this little HP, you could walk up with your next Q, hit all of it, and hit him, and go in. He cannot kill you, especially if you have Conqueror. That's why another reason I take Conqueror. Because so do you see why Conqueror makes so much sense? Since it's like this matchup, your game plan is all ins, and Conqueror is that's what it's for. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
And then the rest of their team are also really tanky. Because, yeah, like you said earlier, Vlad scales really well. So you want to, like, kick the shit out of him in lane. But when you lose a bunch of health and a bunch of mana, and you don't take your recalls when you're supposed to, then you get stuck in lane where you can't do anything like this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It was painful as fuck.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's okay. It seems like you, at least you, as long as you understand what you were supposed to do, then it's okay. Okay, you can cue that. You don't even got to be afraid of him. You just waltz right on up.
Yeah. I see.
But the more points he gets, like Vlad's a champ that scales purely with levels, you know, so it's not just gold. That like if you look at his Q cooldown and the damage per point, like by the time it's maxed, it's half of the cooldown, 4 seconds with no CDR. So
Yeah.
the healing goes up, the damage goes up, the cooldown goes so short, you can think about how many empowered Qs he's going to start getting out. And then that's when things get tough with him. That's why you really got to abuse these early stages.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So with Conqueror, like honestly, you might even be able to all in there, but without it,
One level down.
yeah, one level down, it's a little scary. But like I said, him with Flash Ghost, you really have no clue how weak he actually is. But yeah, this is really tough. This is really tricky right now. It's becoming like unwinnable slowly. Okay. This shouldn't work. You should just focus on the wave. Yeah. So like right here, you should die, and it's because you're like I know what's happening. You're feeling desperate right now. You hate that
Yeah.
you're having to hold all this right now.
Yeah.
So your teammates show up and you're like, no matter what, you just want to go in there because like you're desperate. You want something. You have to like.
I'm not a fan of their idea, but I don't know. I went along, I guess.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you know that this wasn't a good idea, but you're feeling desperate, so you went anyway.
Yeah.
Luckily, he has no rune, no fucking summoners. Even without those, he could have killed you right there, because of like how you started this. But like you can't. You gotta just ignore them. You can't go in here. You're gonna get yourself killed. Oh boy. Okay. Well, at least you finally got that recall off, so we can play the game a bit. Ooh, 19 CS. Okay. What does he do though? Ah, and he gets the wave crash. Yeah, things get real. Now that sucks because things get really tough now. You can still potentially be stronger than him. Like he's still not like scaled, and he still doesn't have rune, like a damage rune, or ignite. But yeah, definitely a little bit harder. Okay, I like the slow push though. Okay, now you're gonna hit level 6 one more, and you can actually look for something for sure. So look for a Q into. Okay, looks like you're looking for it. Okay, I like this. To me, it seems like you knew you were about to hit 6, and you were trying to throw Q, level up all at the same time, right?
Hmm.
Uh,
I hope so.
I mean, that's what it looks like at
I
least.
don't.
Oh, here we go.
I don't go in.
It's okay. You can wait for the that. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah. Now that that's down, now you look for it. Ah.
I
Okay.
fail.
You can go in here too, though.
Okay. Yeah.
You can eat this minion and just all in right now. You wouldn't have to ult, but
I know it's stupid, but like, since I was put behind a little bit from the start, I don't get over that, and I always feel weaker, and then I don't trade with him.
I mean that's not bro. That's not stupid at all. That's what most people do. So that's okay. That's a very very common mistake. So like, don't worry about it. Like, but for me to tell, it's my job to tell you what the right thing to do, and that is to understand the scaling of the matchup. Let's say this is a Malzahar. If you were behind against Malz, he's a scaling champ just like Vlad, so you can still fight them.
I would go in all the way, yeah.
Right. It's like you can do the same thing here, and you'll easily win. Like you can't be, he can't bully you or anything right now, especially with how much, like, because you can push constantly. You'll always have minions, and he can't just fight you in that. He won't do enough damage. His full combo right now would probably do about half your HP, like with ult. It would probably do about half. So if that. So yeah, just like we can't just keep letting him scale and scale and scale. That's exactly what he wants.
Yeah, and then there's like a couple of times where I look for a Q to all in, but then I misread his movements, and he gets away with not fighting with me.
And it looks like you're overthinking your Qs for sure. So like here, when you go to use Q, I mean, this one was okay. It's just, remember, you want to be doing it when he's going for CS.
Yeah.
That's like going to guarantee it lands pretty much. So like the best players in the world, literally professional players, you could put them in this game and they will not be able to hit Vlad with every Q. I would not be able to hit Vlad with every Q unless he's going for CS. It's a very, very fundamental concept that you need to ingrain into your brain and do it every time you play against anybody.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, auto. Yeah, okay, we go in here. So like this is where you want to go in. All right, he's now hitting those scary levels. Sadly, this lane's pretty much done at the moment he hits level 9 or level 8. I mean, both of them are equally scary. It's like level 8, the lane's basically done. Oh yeah, see, like you see how
here I would have. Sorry.
No,
here
go
I would
ahead.
have gone in, but I fail.
Well, you're just overthinking a little bit. So do you see how? So look, when he's walking up this close, like you don't have to. I think I have a. I can't remember if I have a thing recorded. I think I do. But like when he's this close, you don't have to, like, you should be throwing it like this. Like you should be throwing it like, it's very hard to dodge this. He needs to move like this or like this to dodge something like that. That covers like all the rest of these options. So, but you're throwing it like, let me see where it ends up. Yeah, you see like how like this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So you like a lot of the time with Diana, when someone's at like you throw it based off of so if they're right in front of you, you want to short it. You can like make it like where you put the circle like that. If they're at like mid range, you normally want to throw this part through them. And like basically almost throw it like you can basically make it like a straight line skill shot is what I'm getting at here. It does
makes sense.
Okay.
I generally hit my Qs more often, but this game wasn't it. But yeah,
it's okay.
It's fine to like think why was I throwing the Qs that way, and like
Okay, so I want you to see something here. Look how much damage you did and how much damage you took. And you went in at like a terrible time because you went in when he was in power Q. But it depends. If you were thinking, okay, he's going to hit me with Q here, so he's not going to get the heal from this because I'm going to go in like after the Q, then that's fine. But so I want you to see, look, that's how much damage you did, and that was just a quick trade. That was no all in. You didn't use your passive at all. No ult, no nothing. That was just one quick little trade. You took no damage, and he took a fourth. And this is now when you've let him get away with this entire lane. So you see how you still could easily fight him.
Yeah.
If you were Conqueror, you just all in here, he dies. Unless he uses Ghost to run.
Yeah, but yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Even with Electrocute, you could go in there. But okay, don't let him hit that. Okay, so because like this is the problem is like once he gets these levels and his Q is like this, you're getting out sustained mana wise. Like you're gonna run out of mana. So this is like Vlad is a very fundamental like check for people. Understanding sustain, recall timers, and game plan. Understanding that you need to look for all-ins, not poke. Making sure you don't overstay and run out of mana. Like he actually does test your fundamentals a bit playing against Vlad.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should just take a recall here. Don't cancel this one, please. Okay, good. What's wrong, Tom? What? Okay, so you have a chance here. He needs to crash this. So what were you thinking at this point?
I couldn't tell. I don't know.
Were you thinking he needs to crash? He hasn't got a recall. I should stop him.
I do now, but I don't know what I thought at the time, to be honest.
Okay, well let's see. Well, we should be able to tell. Oh, looks like. Okay, yeah, get in there. Uh-huh. E? Nice. Oh. Okay.
I'm scared.
Of what though?
I don't know. I'm scared of him. He's just one level ahead. He's
okay. And that's. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. We keep going to the same thing. I feel weaker than him, so I don't trade with him, and that fucks me over.
Okay. So this is why the first thing I touched on, the very first thing, was the whole runes and summoner spell thing. Because this is what I mean where let's say you ever weren't sure here if you had enough damage when you know he doesn't have a real rune or like ignite or something, you know you're fine. You know he can't kill you. He does not have enough kill pressure. So that is why this is so important. And hopefully, like it's okay if you do what you just did, but as you walk away, you turn and go in again. Okay? Go in. Yeah. Oh, I'm plugging in my headset. Okay. It's okay. You can still go in. You can just E to the minion. And all in. He dies. 100%. Please do it. Come on now. No! And now everything's thrown. Now the game is doomed.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure you clearly see these windows. How you didn't need to be afraid at all. And you needed to prevent him from crashing here no matter what. I'd rather see you die trying to prevent him from crashing because all it comes down to is this is your chance. It's like about understanding this is the time that you have to try to salvage the lane. If you let him crash, that's it. There's no more salvaging.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Like in this isn't just a Vlad thing. This is against anyone. When you know you have a reset on them and they're trying to crash even though they're ahead, that's when you want to try to salvage it if it's even salvageable. Here it's very, very easy or definitely salvageable. Mr. Blib, I didn't see it. Yeah, it's my time, Mr. Blib. Okay, this won't work. Okay, so we have a frozen. Go in. Come on now. Okay. Oh, you gotta use that W. Thank you. Here we go. You see, bro? You see?
Yeah.
Do you see how easy this is?
I could have done that much earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it is that simple. That is how much stronger you are at even while behind. And this is when he's out in his power spikes. He's on level 8. Like I said, level 8 is normally when he can take over. But he hasn't got that reset yet. Look how much gold he has. As soon as he recalls, buys cooldown shoes, or Merc Treads, whatever the fuck he's going to buy, that's it. So that is why you see this was the window. You had to do this here. If you died here, that's a good death. You had to do it. Because you're fucked regardless. So you got to try to use this window.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who this was. Of course, you have to use your judgment where it's like, if they're obviously not killable, there's just no chance because of the champ they are or whatever, because they have all their cooldowns or whatever the reason is, then it's one thing. But 99% of cases, when you know you have this advantage, because you have the reset advantage where you've spent your gold and they haven't. Because like, look how much gold he's sitting on, 1,300. He only has 1,900 gold spent. So like, he's not that fed. Even though he's nearly double your CS, your guys are like even. But you're even in gold, but you're stronger at this point in the game. So
yeah, I definitely don't think enough of that.
Okay, this was good. We're back in it. In it to win it. That his death right there is a big death. Like dying at like 10 minutes is much bigger deal than dying at like, level 4 or something. Don't you dare, you little shit. This has got to go. You and every other goddamn platinum gold player that I coach, you guys do this shit every time, no matter what.
Yeah, I should have just taken my recall, of course.
Right. You guys just like see your teammates doing something near you, and you can't help yourself but to just run to it. What are you planning on doing here? Hitting him with what?
Yeah, I have no mana. Yeah.
Like, these are precious seconds. There we go, yeah. And, like, it's not because it's so important that you recall right now. It's the concept of not being...
The concept, yeah.
Yeah, of not just being so easily pulled away from what you need to do at the time. Okay, let's see what you got. All right. So, yeah, he has shoes now. He's level 9, so 5 points in Q. He's gaming now. I mean, his power Q is 400. It's only 4-second cooldown. Things get a little tougher here. You don't have Ignite, so you shouldn't even try to kill him. At this point in the game, normally you can't kill a Vlad without Ignite, so this is when, as Diana, you just Q the waves and you push them.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, okay. I respect it. I respect, like, the way... Like, you can trade like that, but you definitely know, like, don't push too hard for an all-in. This was good that you eat out to safety. That was really good. I liked it. Okay, Leona, chill. So as you can see, your mana costs are kind of high at this point, so gotta be a little bit careful with the mana. Okay. Do you actually do that? Wow. Okay. So I want you to see something here. So the reason why I said, like, as Diana... So remember I told you something you always have over him is wave clear, right? Mm-hmm. So if you have no Ignite, meaning you're probably not going to be able to kill him. You might be able... Go ahead.
Yeah. I should focus on the wave.
Right.
Pushing.
So you can push the wave, and then since you have no kill pressure on him, really, you can just push him in and you can run around the map, look for a fight. You know, that is going to be much less risk for you and way more useful. Like, you notice here, all you're doing is kind of just sitting here in lane, throwing Qs at him. Sometimes it lands, sometimes they don't, but you're not getting anything done. You're not getting any pressure in the lane. You got to be going for something here. If you're not looking, like, if I'm you, if I think I can kill him, then that is my plan at the time, and I am looking to kill him. I'm trying to hit Q, and I'm looking to all in. If not, I'm going to play the wave. I'm just going to hard push. If he tries to stop me, and I have a mini advantage, I'm just going to kill him. I'm playing for the wave. So
Okay.
you kind of seem like you're just you're just going through the motions where you're trying to land some cues, but you don't really have a real plan. Is that accurate or no?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you need to know like what you're trying to do at the time. And another champion where actually a lot of different champions in a lot of different or just matchups in general where if you don't have ignite, you probably can't kill them, so it's better to play like this. And the later in the game that it gets, like level 9 is normally when you just look to clear waves, and that's it. Because it's normally when these towers are supposed to fall, or around this area, around this time. So like once these towers fall, then it becomes even more important to just push the wave, because people are going to be running around the map and stuff. But if you were just hard pushing and playing for the wave, like you should have, like you could run down to this, you know? And even if that like doesn't happen, you still you can get vision with your prio. You can take a recall. You can take raptors. You got a lot of different options. But right now, you see like this isn't just it's just not you're not doing anything.
It's doing nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. Yep. One more and then you can recall. So like here you can just ignore him. Ignore him and push it. He can't stop you. So we gotta be. So that's what I mean. So here, I feel like you think you're gonna recall soon. But if you were thinking that, then why are you trying to hit him with Q and not hit all 6 minions to be efficient and push this as fast as possible?
Yeah.
Right.
You're right. Yeah.
Like that's a lot of what League is about. It's just like knowing what you need to be doing. Okay, that's like fine. You probably didn't even have to do that. You probably weren't even killable, but it's fine, safe like Flash. Oh, you should have recalled there because it's a cannon. Okay, so you definitely have an issue with like taking recalls, and it's like one of the most important parts of mid. You guys can't kill him. He's just gonna kill you guys. Yeah, he should live actually now though. So he trolled. Okay, so he griefed, letting you get a kill. He should have actually killed Viego and easily survived, but he made a mistake and you guys punished it, and that's fine. Your ignite's down though, so now that your ignite's down again, it's back to
yeah.
I wouldn't even build this if I were you.
I thought so too. Yeah. It's
because you're all inning, you're all inning. You're probably gonna be fighting around ignite, and he can't heal through like all your damage. Like it's not gonna
it gets even worse because I built the full item.
Oh god. Yeah, like you need to be getting to your power spikes fast. Diana is like a very item dependent champ.
That delays it a lot. Yeah. It's one of the things that I thought I had done wrong, definitely.
So what do you think you should do right here? What would I tell you to do?
I should get something done elsewhere. I don't know.
You can figure it out. Think about it. So I said after you push a wave, you can get vision. You can look for a fight. What else?
I could get raptors.
Right, raptors right now. Boom. You have no ignite. You have the wave pushed in. Beautiful. You don't really need any vision right now. Go take raptors. You can do that shit like on cooldown as Diana, and that's like, but like, what are we getting accomplished here? This like, who even cares? You know?
Yeah.
Like Viego was recalling. You don't have ult. You don't have ignite. Oh, the illness. Here we go.
Yeah.
You guys should fight this. Oh god. Okay, we'll talk about this in a sec. Okay, so we got a lot of issues here. So I need you to tell me, I need you to do your best to remember exactly what you were thinking, because the better
I can tell you what I was thinking because...
Perfect. Yeah. Go ahead, tell me.
It's another issue that... Because in this team fight and in every team fight, I was so hyper-focused on blood. And
why?
I could have done much... Because, I don't know, I feel like if I don't one-shot him, he's gonna run us over.
So, do you see how you are in a battle against yourself this whole entire fucking game, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are just fighting yourself in these not weird, understandable thoughts. They're not stupid or like or something like that. If they're understandable, I get it. But
Uh-huh.
that the game doesn't work that like these scaling champs like Vlad, you don't have to like worry. Even let's say he is, if you don't kill him, he's gonna one shot everybody. It doesn't. It still means you don't tunnel vision him. You kill him when if there's a chance to kill him. But
Yeah.
the main thing is just you need to see this right here. Look. So I'm going to ask you exactly what you knew at this. So at this point, did you know that your bot lane was the first to move based off the minimap?
Possibly.
No, we need a yes or no here. This is important.
Yes, I think I did.
You sure?
Pretty sure I did, which makes it worse the way I played it, I guess. But
So
yeah,
so why did you run here when it's 4v2? And you knew it was 4v2.
it's stupid.
No, I'm just trying to understand exactly what the reason was.
I don't know. In the moment, I just played it that way. I cannot tell you.
Okay. So
But I didn't know we wanted to fight this.
okay.
I just played it super weird.
That is what I was about to get to. So the most important thing here is that so when you head over to here, like what I'm thinking as I'm watching this is exactly how I'd be thinking if I was in the game. I'd be heading over, or if I'm going to head over, first of all, if I'm even walking this way, it means I'm debating on fighting this. But I don't just walk like this for no reason. I would decide here if there's any chance I want to fight it, and if not, I would stay in mid lane. If I walk over here, I'm debating, and then the only thing I'm paying attention to is this. Because if I see my bot lanes moving first, because like if your bot lane moves first like this, now you guys are closing in on them with 4 people. They're on the way, but they're like separated from everybody, the enemy bot lane. So the only thing you should be paying attention to is this. The moment you see that your bot lane's first, that's when you know, okay, let's fight this. And then that's how you know that like you can play it slow. You don't have to play it like really fast or anything. But you can't let this happen. Like so like now it's time to go in. Like it's like your bot lane's here, it's time to go. Like look how far you are.
Yeah. I see it.
Still all the way over here. So if you look at this. Look how they just got exploded and you didn't do anything. Right?
I was waiting for the blood. It's so bad, I know.
I mean, it's like, I mean, I'm sure there's other champions where you kind of feel this way. And it's all like this is a very common problem in this game where players have this, I don't even know what to call it. It's like this not fantasy, but this made up or not made up, but like their past experiences maybe with a champ make them feel like give them PTSD when they go against it again. Yeah, it's like this delusion where they think this champ's just gonna fucking kill everybody, but it's just not true. He's so weak right now compared to you.
Not that it matters that much, the difference, but if I have to be specific, it's not that I'm thinking that he's gonna kill us all. It's not even that. I think that he's just gonna keep sustaining, and we are not gonna get to kill him. It's the same shit. I mean, it's dumb, but yeah.
Yeah. So try not to think of it so. I don't know. I don't even know the word. I want to say tunnel vision. It's not even the word I'm looking for, but just because like notice here, I didn't say anything about Vlad or Wukong or anything. All I said was this was the only important thing. Which bot lane was coming. If you know your bot lane's first, you know, okay, we're fighting this. Doesn't matter who they are, who the 2 champions in the pit are. It's 4v2. So you don't like, it's all about thinking about what you're supposed to be thinking about at the time. Like the important factors, not what champs they are, but if it's a fight you should be taking based off of who moves first from bot lane. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Cool. So, and then here, then we have another thing to talk about is like the way you actually, the execution on the fight. So, right away, look at this Jinx. Like, you need to be You're like walking like this. You need to be walking at her, using Q point blank, and then auto attacking. Because if you did that, if you were auto attacking and using Q on her, you could be walking with her, and then once she like, you're gonna be here. She'll get this reset, and she'll start going this way. Then once she's like max range of your first E, then you dash to her. Then you still have the second E. You see what I'm saying? But because you used your first E right away when you were right on top of her, you only have one after this. Do you see what I'm saying?
That's something that I like. I see it's completely wrong, but that's something that you'll catch me doing a lot of the time.
Yeah, this is like a really important concept for like any champ with mobility, just in general. You don't want to waste your gap closer because your E isn't a damage tool. We know this. Look at that, 87. It's nothing. It's purely a utility tool. It's a dash. It's mobility. So you don't want to be using it when you're right on top of them, and you want to space it out like that so you can dash to her twice and stick to her because you should easily be able to kill her, at least make her use both sums. But now it's like, now you can't get her. Yeah, you definitely would kill her there. And then you guys see you still won the fight. No, it was even, I guess. Wait, did Wukong die? Nope. So that was a fight you should have killed like everybody, but you're actually fed here, so you can carry this game. Kinda. They do have fed Jax. Oh, where are you going, brother? No. Tell me what's wrong with this. What's wrong with this? Why am I upset watching you do what you're doing right now?
Because I don't know. Tell me.
Think about it. I want you to like think about this yourself, and I want you to, from this point. So pay attention to when people die, when they respawn. Think about what you need to be doing at the time, and just watch from here.
I mean, I guess it's a tempo issue. I should just take my recall.
Keep watching. Okay. Let's pause. The distance between you and this fight right here. Think about that distance and the distance between... So Nautilus just came back to life. Watch. So just watch. See if not... Of course, Nautilus isn't moving out of base. Like, if he was moving out of base...
He'd be there by the time I get there.
Right. He will be here. These are the kind of things... I was just talking about this earlier when I was playing. That this elo in particular, like gold plat, you guys don't take into... You don't track people like subconsciously. After that fight, I know without even... I'm not paying attention to Nautilus's death timer. But I knew he would be here just because based off of like the time that he died and how long you've been doing something, he's going to come back to life and you're on their side of the map. And you need to take your reset. So you were just going straight into the... This is a death trap. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This ward, I mean, pointless. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice Twitch. Okay. Okay, so you are fed, or kinda. You should have obviously way more CS. Let's just look at the difference between you. So I want you to see, even though you're 3-0, look at Vlad's gold.
Yeah.
Right.
I was very aware about that, about the fact that I wasn't really ahead of him in terms of gold.
Okay, you have the right idea here. Yeah. E, alt, beautiful. Good. Perfect. That was literally perfect. That's exactly what I would have done. Okay, wait, where are we going? No, where are we going, bro? Tell me, where are we going?
Well, here I don't see Wukong.
Okay, can this Wukong kill you?
Possibly not, but I thought so. Jax was mid. Okay, yeah.
So 3 here.
Yeah, Wukong is 2 levels behind me, so yeah, I should have pressed.
So it's all about understanding that, like, remember at the start, I was talking about, like, who your threats are. Jax is your main threat. Yeah, you want to avoid him. If you don't know where he is and you think he could be coming here, for sure, you want to back off. But he's in mid lane. Wukong, you should be, do you periodically check the enemy team's items? Like just press and tab and check their items?
Yeah.
So do you know how Wukong's passive works?
No idea whatsoever.
Okay, let's take a look at that then. So, I want you to see something here. You see this? 36 MR. His passive gives him armor only.
Okay.
So, and then if we press tab, he has gold invested into armor. So you have to think about how he's not getting any MR at all. And then he's investing gold into armor. So, and he's 2 levels down.
Yeah,
He's
he's not a threat to me.
Not at all. So while they're doing this, because there's nothing you can stop or do about this. You need to at least take a wave. You can even get some tower damage. If they don't leave, then you take the whole tower. But yeah, you have to know who your threats are and how much danger you're in. Because this was just kind of a waste of a rotation. Okay, you definitely need a reset. You got to kill. Like, that's a lot of gold. I mean, I don't know how much gold you actually need. I think you need like 200 more for your proto belt. So, I don't like this at all. Again, it's tunneled not on, you're tunneled on the things you shouldn't be totally tunneled on. You should be totally tunneled on clearing one more wave from mid prio and to get the gold to go buy your proto belt or whatever you're going to build. I'm assuming it's proto belt.
Yeah, I see that.
Here, where's the rest of them?
Yeah.
He can just
I have no info.
Yeah, like Wukong and Jax should be sitting right there, and then he hooks you in. They jump in. You just get one hit.
And basically face checking into them.
Right. Like you. This is just your. You see why? Like, oh, actually, I think it's about that. I know. Is he auto attacking or is he throwing Q? Nope. He's auto attacking. So do you see why you're accomplishing nothing? The risk is high, and you need to be just pushing this for your item anyway.
Yeah. Well, I guess what I had in mind is like. Viego is on top, so we're 4, and Jinx is bot, so it's a fight we can't take.
Okay, so I get that, but you don't have your ult. You have a lot of gold, so it's not actually a fight you can just take. And if it is, like if they need to be closer, they need to catch someone first. You don't have any catch. You don't have ult, so you're not catching anyone. Twitch isn't catching anyone. So do your job and see what happens from there. Now, if a fight actually breaks out and you think you can like fight it, it's one thing, but the odds are very small here that a good fight will happen right now. It's very small because he can just walk away. And like this is what happens. You're all split up now. You're here. Imagine if you did this earlier. This would already be pushed, and then you could decide: do I take this tower, or like you could either be almost done this tower and then moving to that fight, or already here, whatever it is, you just did it. You didn't need to see the wasted time because you're not focusing on what you need to be focusing on. The first thing was push that wave, then you go from there. But this is just nonsense, and it's a very common issue, a really common issue in the CLO. So now you head up. What are they gonna run out the other way? You gonna get nothing? We could have got mid tower. We're gonna get nothing, or what? Oh, that's free. That's free. Yeah. Okay. So you definitely could have got both. But the concept there is just the most important concept there is knowing what you need to do at the time, and it's not your job to pick someone when you don't have ult. If you have ult, it's kind of a different story. But even if you had ult there, you still need to be pushing midway first.
Makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Okay, we can take this quick. Because like here, yeah, you need to recall still, but you have a reason to actually stay out on the map right now. Like, you know they can't be here yet, so you can quickly take this and then take your reset. Good. Alright, so we're pretty fed now. 5-0. Proto Belt, let's see. Okay, this is fine for now. Alright.
I think there's some
Tell me, push this
Baron
way.
coming up. Yeah.
Okay. Jax is a fool and he didn't keep pushing top. That's all he had to do. Okay, so now you have tempo advantage, but looks like so. And I'm gonna quiz you again. Think about like all the things I've been telling you to do, except for the one time where I said you have to go in and try to kill Vlad when he didn't crash the wave, and I was like, you have to do it even if you're gonna die. That was like the highest risk thing I've had you do so far, or like what you should have done. Everything else has been minimal risk, very low risk, and just doing, you know, just simple things, nothing too crazy, just low risk, decent reward. So if we look at the scenario here, Jax comes, and then I'm gonna pause it and then ask you what you should do. All right, this is all you need to see. What do you do from here now?
We should.
Not we, you.
Okay.
What should you do?
Should. I don't know. I should. I'm gonna say what I would have done, which is probably what I did, was to just join my team and fight.
Right, and that's why I said not we, you, because you are like thinking about this like, what should we do as a team? That's what it seems like. You're like, what should we do? What is my team doing? Should we fight this dragon?
Well,
Should we not?
It's not so much that, but that like I would want to stay on mid and press the wave, but there's Jax,
Uh-huh.
so I don't want to be where he is.
Okay, so let's look at this fight. So we have, let's say, so this option, they just killed someone. So if you go here, it's 5v4 or 4v5. Do you think you can win a 4v5 fight right now?
Probably not. But you have gone top then.
Well, before I even tell you what I would do, let's say you think, I think we might be able to win 4v5. Think about the risk. That is what I'm talking about. That's why I said risk reward.
I'm a big shutdown also, so yeah.
Like the odds of, even if you could potentially win a 4v5, the risk is extremely high. You're not just going to clean house in a 4v5. It's going to be hard. It's going to be close. They got to really fuck up. So
yeah, as I said, it's always in my mind that I don't want to be with Jack. So in this case, I went bot. I mean, I went to the fight.
So yeah, this is exactly. I would go straight to top lane. You, as soon as someone dies at dragon, that's over. You ping them off.
Okay,
if they don't listen, then whatever.
I would have to mute my teammates. I should have done that to start with, but yeah.
Yeah, you should mute everybody every game. I mean,
Yeah.
like, you just have to, like, do you see why the worst play? I'd rather see you try to fight Jax than, I mean, actually, you'd get he's against an AP laner and he's building Mertrix, so you can't kill him either. You see why the risk here is just not worth, and you can just go top where, think about how much farm you're going to get up here. You think Jax is going to follow you up here? Hell no. He's going straight to dragon. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 waves. If that fight lasts a long time, you might even get a 600 gold tower for all we know. Do you see how much more, like, the zero risk, decent reward that is?
See it, yeah.
Cool. I mean, look at this.
I'm trying to fish for a pick there, but it's obviously not.
Yeah, they're not dumb. I mean, they are, but, like, they know you're there. Okay, and we'll have something else to talk about. Okay. Enemy team's definitely misplaying the fight a bit. Giving you guys a chance. Okay, so now there's another thing, important part about learning this game and playing this game is not results-based analysis. So here, this is just the wrong play. If you got a pentakill here, it's the wrong play. You understand?
I get that, yeah.
Cool. So this worked out kind of, I mean, it was even. 2 for 2. Oh no, Mordekaiser died and TP'd back in, so no, it was 3 for 2. But it was the wrong play regardless, and not worth the risk. And now we're still going in. Oh boy. Okay. So now we have bot pushing in with the Herald. Mid, we're missing farm top lane. Yep, take this. One more. One more. Gotta take one more here.
Yeah.
Because who can be here to stop you right now?
No one, yeah.
Take a look at where their enemy team is. See what I mean? So, like, this is that same concept from earlier. Tracking people based off of what just happened. You should know, should have a very good idea of where someone could be. And you don't have to know where everyone is, just your threats. Jax, where should Jax be? We know he died. He's got to be coming out of base. So you have plenty of time to push one more mid wave, then take your reset. This, no. Jungle camps are what you do when you have nothing else to do. Literally, nothing else. No recall to take, no vision to get, no waves to clear, nothing. You got waves to clear, recalls to take. No jungle camps here. Okay, so now because you didn't push one more wave in mid and did the jungle camp and then walked with their pair.
Yeah.
Yep, you could be very killable. Okay, so you're seeing here how I can tell you without knowing. The last time I saw Jax on the minimap was right here, but I could tell you how much danger you're in right there. Yeah. Because I'm subconsciously tracking because, that's just like what you have to do. So like I get anxiety watching this because I've been here too many times and I know like, okay, it's like a Spidey sense type thing. You know what I mean? Where like everyone has, go ahead.
Yeah.
Like
But the funny thing is that I was mad at Jax there. Like I was thinking, what a psycho going for there, because I could have easily walked back. But yeah, he got me.
Yeah, like I would go here if I was him. Because think about it.
Okay.
Where else would he go? Like he's going to go to a side lane, and he doesn't have TP.
Well, I wanted to push this wave as fast as possible to disappear on the map, and I expected him to go catch the wave only.
Okay, so this comes down to, so think about this: if you know Jax is a threat to you, odds are he knows it too. He knows who he can kill and who can't fuck with him. So he knows damn well he can kill you at any time. So if he catches you in a side lane alone, he would love it. And this was a good play by him, honestly. It was actually a pretty good map movement. And that's a big, big throw. That is the biggest throw anyone's on your team has made yet, because you just died with Baron up. You were a big shutdown. And now they're gonna have total control of Baron. Like things get really scary. This is where your teammates might face check and die, and then you guys just get staggered deaths until the game's over. But let's see. So you see how you were supposed to push one wave in mid and recall right away to prevent any of this. You don't have time to run around, do jungle camps, run to top lane. Like you don't got time for that. You gotta all these precious seconds. Game moves too fast for that.
Definitely need to work more on my sense of tempo.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I don't try to guess where the enemy will be, but I'm off.
Yeah, and it's just a practice thing. It's just about you, eventually, like I said, I'm not actually trying to think about it. It's subconscious. So if you need to actively think about it first, and then it will start to be subconscious, and you won't have to think about it at all.
Yeah, here's the thing though, those are the things that you call the fundamentals, and that makes it sound like it's an easy thing, but it's not at all.
No, definitely not. That's one of the harder things, for sure. That's definitely one of the harder things about the game. So here, I don't like this, because if you're gonna send yourself down here, this is what you have to, when you're choosing your lane assignment, between top or bot right now. When you're choosing, you have to understand what comes with that choice. So if you go to the top lane here, You're close to Baron, but because you're close to Baron, odds are you're not going to be able to push this deep. But you'll be able to side lane and stay near a fight that might happen. If you go here, you are basically committing to a split push because you are all the way on the other side of the map. So you have to know what you're looking to do right now. If you're not looking to fight, by all means, go bot and try to just split. If you're trying to fight, you need to go top, let Mordekaiser go bot. Does that make sense? Or like why each of them are different?
Here I have an issue which is that even though he shows on the map now, like I lose track of where Jax is. So there I'm walking back after I push that wave. I walk back, not because I don't want to push, because I don't want to be near Jax, and until he shows on the map, and maybe he showed and I didn't see him, I don't want to be there.
Yeah, totally. So instead of going down, that's what I'm talking about. Where if you go to bot lane, you are committing yourself to it. So if you're afraid of Jax, don't go. Just wait, and then if he ends up pushing it and he gets to here, you can go collect it. That is what you would do in a scenario like that. But it's basically just understanding that what comes with making the decision of going bot lane. Like right now, in a higher elo, when they see this,
just do Baron.
They just start Baron. It's not to take it. It's just to force the enemy team to fight them, and it forces a fight with you all the way down here, right? Yeah. So you have to know that that's a possibility. So that means you're committing to this shit. Like you got to go all in, even if you think Jax is gonna be down here. You just got to go and hope he doesn't. Like that's like kind of how you have to think about it. Now. So, like, in this scenario, I mean, look, you see, like, they're getting set up around Baron. Like, think you're not in that great of a spot here. So, if I were you, if I would make a play like what you just did, I would recall now and just run from base to here.
Okay.
Because you have to think about, now, this is more, the higher you go, the more this, like, concept works. But think about, they just saw you right here. So, if you recall and run to here, they're not expecting you to be here too quick. And that can like end up being a good fight for you. But running all the way here doesn't make any sense. And this, we gotta stop. We gotta stop with this.
Okay.
Because think about it. Look at the tempo advantage, right? You got Jax to come here. You pushed it. Yeah. Jax is here now. While he's doing this, you have a timer to do something. You don't have to kill somebody. You can get mid prio. You can go to Baron walk in with your jungler or whatever and clear out some vision. That is all worth your time. This is not unless you literally need it for an item. Yeah. Does that all make sense? Yeah. Like I could I played a game earlier. If we had more time, I would show you that Zed game that I carried from top lane. How I had to change the way I was playing. Like I couldn't split. I had to group. But grouping doesn't just mean sitting on your team. It means you still push a side lane, get tempo, and then use it to rotate and do things that like I'm gonna make it into a video and stuff. But point is, I didn't clear any fucking jungle camps. You probably didn't. If I took a jungle camp in that game, it was literally when I had nothing I could possibly do, because every little second.
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah.
It's just too important. Okay, cool. Okay, so you see Jax there. So you should go to top lane. You should have already went, but. It's not too bad. Go for the wave. Don't chase him. So you're gonna get yourself killed. Like this is what I mean. The tunnel. Like you have to understand this guy isn't up here just for no reason. There's gotta be like you don't have enough info of everybody to just blindly run in like this. Now he might fuck up. He should have popped Ghost. He could be kiting you guys to death, and then. The enemy team shows up. Yeah, he's a griefer, luckily. Let's see what everybody else... So, what the fuck? Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, well, I don't even know. I honestly, I don't. Because, like, what... I mean... Bro, I don't know. I don't know what to say. They're junglers in fuck... I don't know, man. You see what I'm saying, though. You see why he should be with them, and then you guys should all just die, right? So
yeah, and it makes it seem like an okay play when it wasn't.
Right. Like that, you guys should have just got because like you're just blindly chasing. You need to see Wukong somewhere. If you saw Wukong down here, it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
but blindly chasing. Now here, what's the play? Make me proud. What should you do right now? Knowing where everybody is, we saw Wukong bot. We saw the rest of them right in this area. Where should you go?
I should just get mid prio.
Good. Yes, exactly. See? Because you will get there before them, so you can push that in, and then they have to take this route or this route, and maybe your teammates have some kind of fucking hands and like rotate over, you know, like that. Exactly. That's exactly what you should do right now. Oh shit. What the fuck? What was that? Okay. Oh, Jesus. What did we end up doing here? So you see,
I don't know what I'm doing there.
I want you to understand that this isn't your fault that he died or whatever. But you sitting here with your dick in the wind, he will do it because you're doing it, and you'll do it because he's doing it. You guys are both just sitting here like, oh, maybe we'll have something to do. There's nothing to do. So you're just sitting here, and now you bait him in as well.
I almost died also.
You guys are baiting each other, basically.
Yeah.
And you guys both almost die. So you see the risk involved here. Instead of just pushing mid lane, think about how much better. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, we gotta wrap this up, I believe. What should you do?
Mid again.
This tier 1 being up is a crime.
Yeah.
It's a crime. Because they're never here. How is their mid tier 1 up? The most important tower in the game. You do know it's literally, well, not literally, but it is impossible to win a game with this tower up. Impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't, like, you have to understand, you have, like, watching Letty, you guys all just ignore this tower like it's useless. It's the most important objective in the game.
Yeah. I see.
And instead, you guys take these risky fights, risky, useless fucking dragons, where you could just be waltzing on down, taking tower after tower after tower. It's so free.
Yeah. I normally do it, but again, I just kept thinking I would be matched up by Jax, and so I just preferred grouping with the team, which is something that I almost never do, but obviously it was an issue in this game.
And you also have to understand that, like, Jax, he can't just, like, you know, he's not a collie. He can't just, like, the moment he's on your screen, you're fucked, right? Like, you can run away if he shows up, but they have they have illnesses, and if you're tracking where they could be, I mean, I can tell you where Jax, like, how you can know where Jax would be anyway. When's the last time we saw him? Oh, you guys killed him, right here. He literally. It's 30. He's dead for 30 seconds, bro. You're not pushing mid? You're afraid of Jax? No. Don't. I don't play that. No. You see.
No, yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. So, enemy team's trolling. Even, like, you should just go in because they're griefing, but you should have been mid lane, taken mid tier 1 tower. Then you could rotate top, push that. This is just useless. And, like, you know, when you're thinking about, like, oh, Vlad's going to scale, this is why. Do you know what actually ends games fast? Taking towers, getting yourself fed, and then you end that shit on your own. But when you're just running in circles and praying the enemy team just fucking ints,
Totally, yeah.
that's how they'll scale. Gotta, like, focus on what you should be doing, what objective you should be playing around, what waves you need to be pushing, how to abuse the enemy team for their dog shit macro. Oh, wait, I went to kiss my cat and you made a play? Pog? So this is an interesting play because I'm all about some fresh cheddar. Great cheese. Now, Leona's got the right idea. Don't you dare push another wave. Good, yeah, run straight to Baron. You guys can win the game here. Still don't have mid tier 1. Okay, so you can ignore mid tier 1 for this. You can ignore things like that when Baron is in play. Like, you grab that shit all day. Okay. How do you lose? It's over. The game's over. You won.
Yeah, I wish.
They can't win. All right. Since we got to wrap this up pretty soon, let's see how you lose, and we'll give some final thoughts here. Tell me. All right. So a lot of the time, people don't know how to use Baron. See if you do what you're supposed to. Don't you dare go into the jungle. Yeah, just sit in that lane. Good. Go. Kill him. Kill that Nautilus. Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh?
It was just
Okay.
I die here.
Okay. So I respect it, but if you're saying you don't see, okay, I have a feeling I know what happened. You were very tunneled on trying to Q, E, and E to her.
Yeah,
So
exactly that.
why is that wrong? Let's take Nautilus out of the picture. Let's say he's not even here. Let's say it's just you and Diana, or you and Jinx. Why is that wrong?
Because I don't see what's behind her.
That, and what is Baron used for?
Pressing with waves.
Pushing with waves. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to kill her. You don't have to do anything. You just push the fucking minions in, and they will do the work. Because that is what it's for. This is what I mean by people don't know how to use Baron. They get it, and they're like, they do shit like this, where they make these, look, back down to risk reward. Again, it will always come down to that. Risk reward. The reward here is maybe you kill her. The risk is you throw the whole fucking game down the drain, right?
Yeah.
But if you just push the wave or kill Nautilus, your minions do the work. There's no risk. You can't die. No one's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
That's
See it.
so. But when we have Baron, like like dial it back. You know what I mean? Remember exactly what it's for. It's for pushing waves. It's like you're not trying to go balls to the wall. Now if they have Baron and they are griefing and having someone in a side lane like this, because think about it, while you're sitting there pushing mid wave, he's gonna be pushing this in. Then you guys have, and you have this coming in. You'll have 3 lanes of pressure if you just do nothing.
Yeah, we have no reason to force something that may go wrong. And
Right.
yeah.
Now, if you all... Okay, so you all didn't die, but it does suck having to leave anything to teammates, and here's another one. Now, who got those 2... Let's see who got your bounty. That's 800 gold to Vlad, and then he just got that one.
Yeah. And now my teammates are also gonna grief. And yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, it's over. That's it right there. That's it. Game's lost. Right there.
Yeah, I see.
When you throw with Baron, it's... Okay, earlier in that Zed game, you see, if you go watch that, you're going to learn a lot of, like, the stuff... Like, you're going to see the things I'm telling you here. In that Zed game, we got Baron, but I said it's fine if we all die with it. Because we denied them it, and they need that to end the game, or else we're just going to farm and catch up. That is what just happened here. Except a little bit reversed. You guys got Baron. You need to use that to end the game. You can't fuck it up because they scale. The moment you throw it down the drain like this, now you have no way to like force the game to end. You can't just like waltz in and use the minions to take inhibs, which will actually give you ways to end the game. Now they don't have to do anything but just sit there and farm and scale.
It was actually because I single-handedly started the fight.
Right. So you see, like how this game's all about risk reward and understanding when you need to make a play, when you don't, tracking people, all the things we kind of went over. I would watch this again if I were you, just like watch the whole session, and just to try to make sure you clearly understand everything. If you don't clearly understand any concept that we went over, message me on Discord. Ask me, can you clarify again, like this concept here? How am I supposed to do this? This didn't really quite make sense or whatever. Like, I will be more than happy to explain it to you again. So,
Okay.
it might be a lot to take in, kind of what we went over, but you seem to be, it seems to make sense. You're kind of seeing how, like, these plays weren't, like, it wasn't rocket science. You didn't have to do anything crazy. You didn't have to mechanically outplay anyone. It was just decision making at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think I followed. Yeah.
So yeah, watch this again. Hit me on Discord if you need me to clarify something, but I have to move to the next person now. So there was a lot of good here.
Yeah, sure.
I'll give you that. There was actually a lot of good. A lot more good than I normally see. You were doing like the level 2 stuff, right? Level 3, level 6 even.
That's partly because I watch you.
Well, I mean, at least you're learning something. And if you just patch up these small things in the decision making, like kind of dial it back and focus on what you need to focus on, recalls, all that stuff, you'll see how much easier it will be for you.
Okay. Yeah, well, that was really helpful, and I'll rewatch it and go over it again. But it was really helpful.
Great. I'm glad to hear it. Well, good luck. I'm gonna move to the next person now. And you have a good night, bro.
Okay. Night.
Peace.